What's up, gangos? Today I just want to talk about the idea of don't trap yourself. And it comes from the idea like a lot of us go to college, a lot of us go on a career path, and we feel like because we have some skills, have some knowledge in this sort of endeavor, we have to stay on this pathway. And it's just not true. And I keep finding myself reading about this and honestly being on this like sort of mindset where I'm like trapping myself. I got my degree in finance, I worked in accounting, and I feel like this is the only path I can really take. So I'm like doing all this research on like, oh, what jobs can I get? What jobs will I like? And as I do more and more research, especially like on Reddit, where people are like actual humans are talking about it, they talk about this idea of pigeonholing, where it's like some jobs you'll get and they pigeonhole you where you can't really get good career progress. So from if you obviously we all want to have like really high income jobs like 250K, 300K, 400K, but some jobs will really stop you in its path because there's no way to progress forward from that. The skills that you learn are too specific for that job role, so they keep you there, and you didn't learn enough, you didn't gain enough like outside skills to apply it elsewhere, so you would pigeonhole yourself and you stay there for like the rest of your life. You can't progressively move up. So I think one very important thing is like if you're gonna work a job, try to get a job where you'll still get good career progress, and there's no way for you to know. Try to do research on it, see what skills you might learn, what knowledge you might learn, see if it can be applied elsewhere. There's like so many jobs out there, there's so much things to do, there's so many businesses to run, and it is baffling to think that just because you made your like I literally thought when I was younger I liked math and money, so I was like, you know what, finance makes sense. And now that I've gone through school and I'm also seeing like all these guys that are in tech and like in the business world and private equity and all these different things, I'm like, damn, like why am I confining myself just to finance when it's even if I got my degree in finance, I worked all in accounting. So it's like finance and accounting go hand in hand, but it's like you can really venture into anything you really want. It's all the skills and knowledge in this day and age is everywhere. You can literally learn all the skills you need for a tech job all online, right? Learn LeetCode, Java, Python, SQL, all these things. With enough time, you can learn them online. If you want to go into marketing, there's like all these marketing courses online and they teach you how to advertise. There's all these books about marketing, scientific advertising, Blue Market, all Alex Hormozi's books. Like these books aren't enough, and sometimes you do need degrees for like certain things like law or whatever. But it's like if you are in like the business world type of things, like you're studying like finance or business strategy or marketing, you can kind of venture into any one of those and just learn the skills, somehow get a job at some like low end place, learn the day like the day-to-day type of work, and then you'll like just know that what you're doing right there is gonna be just a little bit more harder, maybe in terms of volume or more in terms of strategy at like a bigger place. Because every job that I've had, I've realized it's all the same bullshit. It's like they make it seem like they give it this role name and they make it seem like it's so crazy and hard, but it's like if you're a quick learner, if you know how to absorb information, you'll kind of be able to do any job anywhere, because it's all systems already put in place. They just need a human to work it, right? And the better route would be just to like focus on working like whatever jobs you get, accumulate all these skills, accumulate all this knowledge, and accumulate even outside knowledge like externally to personally develop yourself, right? And once you develop yourself enough, you'll find what you actually like, what you're passionate about, what the market needs, and you can go into business on your own. And that puts you in a much better position than any job, because now you work for yourself. There's no income cap. You have control over your finance completely in terms of taxes, the income, everything. It's just having your own business is just so much better than having any other job. You won't have to fight for, a raise, or have to fight with your coworkers, or like how you want a project to be completed, whatever it may be, right? Like I was saying, for most of these jobs, there are all the systems in place where you just need to figure it out, right? And it might seem a little bit scary at first, but it's just like going to the gym, right? They're gonna give you all the things that you need, right? Like the gym will give you the weights, the membership, the treadmills, whatever, right? And you just have to go in there, use it a couple times, figure it out, maybe ask some questions, and then once you get it, you'll be like, oh, it's actually not that hard. And then you keep doing it and you keep doing it, and you get more and more comfortable with the idea and the concept of everything, and then it just becomes second nature. You start going into like the flow and start doing it quicker and quicker and quicker. And then it's just a volume thing where it's like you either have to do more of it so it takes you longer, or that's really it, or you have to deal with some random new hard task or whatever. But every job really is the same. Just like going to the gym, you need to learn these systems, and as you do them more and more, you get more progress. And The hard part is like the initial part, right? You know, the first month, the first 3 months or whatever, but it's just like the gym when you're gonna go for a month, 2 months, and you won't see any progress. But that third month, clothes will start fitting better. You'll see progress in pictures that you took. People will be like, hey, you look skinnier or whatever the case may be. And it's just like at the job where you're like, you start noticing how much faster you do things. People will start relying on you. People will tell you, people will validate your like work ethic, whatever it may be, right? And once you get to that point, you'll know it's like, I am competent in this job. I could be competent in other jobs. It all just takes that little time period where you're just learning and grasping everything. And if you're a quick learner, it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, being a quick learner, being someone who's like adamant about learning is such a huge skill. Like you should always be learning, not only for like whatever task you're trying to pick up on, but just personally develop yourself. If you personally develop yourself for a prolonged period of time, you'll never ever have a issue with finding a job, running a business, or just constantly improving your life and being like fulfilled and happy just within yourself. Just because it doesn't matter how much money you make, it doesn't matter how, you know, aesthetic your muscles are, it doesn't matter how many girls you have, guys you have, whatever. It's like progress, learning, and having just like, if you get knowledge and skills, you'll get progress, and you'll have more knowledge, right? Progress and knowledge, and that's what really is like fulfilling in this life. I'm telling you, it's like everybody that has success will tell you it's like the money doesn't make them happy or whatever. You know, you hear all the cliches, and it's like the money doesn't make them happier or anything, but it makes their problems easier. But the actual fulfillment, happiness that you want comes from learning and progress. So make that your like North Star. Keep learning, keep progressing, and in the end, we're gonna win.